In terms of the style of the space as well. So in itself, thinking about what's sacred, what makes a space sacred, and is it inherently sacred, or is it what people do in the space, what they bring to it? And I think it's more about that, because if you entered a space and didn't know it was a church, you'd have to find the clues for that. And that's something that you already have to know. You have to be able to come in and have that knowledge, that even that expectation. So you're preconditioned in some way. You're predisposed to this as a sacred space. I'm not sure it's inherently that way. I think that's what we bring to it.
The symmetry of this path.
I began by asking what makes spaces sacred. Julio seeks empirical expressions, if not explanations, on the nature of the spiritual. I see progress. When spaces are deemed to be sacred, there are neural correlates in the brain. As for a general theory of the sacred, to ground the affect of the sacred in cognitive science, especially in neuroscience, increases confidence that the phenomena are indeed real. Then, whether or not such scientific grounding demystifies and thus delegitimizes the sacred is a value judgment that only each individual can make personally. On the one hand, neuroscientific explanations of spiritual experiences could mitigate the need to invoke non-physical higher sources, even ultimate realities like God. On the other hand, how else could we perceive the sacred? After all, we are physical beings with physical brains. If indeed there are non-physical higher realities like God, it would be entirely consistent that we have the physical apparatus to assess, perceive, and comprehend that sense of the sacred. I am not saying that the sacred is ultimate reality. I am saying that if it is, it couldn't easily be appreciated in any other way. The challenge is to pursue knowledge no matter where it may lead. Distinguish empirical evidence from metaphysical interpretation. Seek convergence on the evidence and tolerate divergence on the interpretation. That's if you'd like to get closer to truth.
For complete interviews and for further information, please visit closertotruth.com.
In the early days of Idaho, justice often was dispensed with a fist, or a knife, or a gun.
Claim jumping was just common, and you really needed some enforcement back then, and that was with a bowie knife. And if you didn't have that, you were in trouble.
James Hawley was a big guy,
Closer to truth.
and he could defend his Idaho City mining claims. But he knew there was a better way, so he studied the law and became a lawyer in 1871.
He had a vision of what he wanted to do. It was to instill the rule of law in this wild territory. There was a clear obsession with the rule of law.
Hawley's most famous obsession was Diamond Field Jack Davis, a tough-talking enforcer accused of killing 2 sheep herders on the Idaho Range in 1896.
One of the jurors was quoted as saying, "It didn't matter whether Jack Davis was guilty or innocent. He should have been hung on general principles."
With rules of evidence and independent review, The courts are one place where our society still emphasizes facts over everything else. Even when the facts are as implausible as any storyteller's imagination.
There is a Native American saying that says a story stalks a writer. And if you are found worthy, your responsibility is to give the story birth. And I have become obsessed.
Obsessed with the truth and nothing but the truth on Idaho Experience.
You know, this series that I call Rotolo, which means coil in Italian, I started it, I think, just to see how big we could go, how much glass could we handle. And as soon as I made one, I could see the quality of glass. I had forgotten how powerful clear glass can be.
Sunday at 9:30 on Idaho Public Television.
Albert Einstein and Stephen Hawking. Their ingenious ideas revolutionized our understanding of the universe. A great boon for all of humanity. Simply mind-bending.
The whole world changed.
Exploring the theories of two titans of science and where they might lead.
We are here to talk about our future in space.
Einstein and Hawking, masters of our universe.
See it Monday on Idaho Public Television.
Coming up on Market to Market, new tariffs emerge as business owners sue for import fees. The increasing dominance of two row crops in the U.S. and commodity market analysis with Sumar next. Shifts that you have. Thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Tomorrow, for over 100 years, we've worked to help our customers be ready for tomorrow. Trust in tomorrow.
The challenge is to pursue knowledge, no matter where it may lead. Distinguish empirical evidence from metaphysical interpretation. Seek convergence on the evidence and tolerate divergence on the interpretation. That's if you'd like to get closer to truth.
For complete interviews and for further information, please visit closertotruth.com.